Hi, everyone. I hope you're all doing good today. I'm now going to give you some brief explanation of what our class is about and what is required for you to pass this course and to get the best out of it. All right, now let me tell you first of all that the name of our class is Popular Literature, and this is a class for semester 4 students. And this class will be covering various genres of popular literature. But to make my explanation clearer, now let me share with you what I have prepared for you, which I believe you have seen if you have checked your Microsoft Teams. So our class is called Popular Literature. We meet on Monday at 7:50 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Now, first of all, what is our class about, our course? It's a course that, first of all, introduces you, students, to the theories related to popular literature. And we will cover various genres of popular literature. However, it is impossible for us to cover everything. So what we cover here will be only 4 main genres. What are they? First of all, popular romance. The second one will be detective novel or detective fiction. The third one is horror or gothic fiction. And the last one will be science fiction and fantasy combined into one. So you will be learning about the theories of popular literature and trying to get to know these most popular genres. But somewhere in between, we will also discuss some other genres like children's stories or even comics or graphic novels and webtoons, of course. The second thing about the course is that it helps you, students, to appreciate individual works of popular literature. There will be at least one novel that we cover in each unit of the course. For example, when we talk about science fiction, we will be discussing one classic work by Ray Bradbury. It's the Martian Chronicles. In romance, for example, we will be reading a work called Fallen Tears by a relatively new author. We will talk about that later. So that's the second thing about our class. And the third thing about our class is that it guides you to collaborate and then to further your appreciation of literary works, particularly the popular literature. So how do you further your appreciation? We will be doing by adapting the novels or short stories that we read into something else. What is that something else? Wait a minute, I will show you later. But the hint is here. There's a picture of somebody playing a mobile game there. So yeah, 3 things. First, introducing you to the theories of literature. And then second one is it helps you appreciate individual works of popular literature. And third one, it helps you further your appreciation by adapting the work into something. So it will be more of a creative appreciation of the work, not analytical appreciation. All right. What will our learning be? Our learning will always include first reading, of course. You will be doing it on your own at home, in your room, or anywhere you feel convenient to read. Second one will be, there will be a big group discussions. And in this big group discussions, I will be leading the discussion and probably I present something. And then you listen and ask questions. So you can imagine this like a campfire situation when somebody is telling the stories and you will be listening, but you can ask every now and then. So that's one, but it will not take too long every day. I mean, each time. The second one will be group discussions where you will gather with your friends in separate rooms, probably in breakout rooms, or maybe in your Telegram group to discuss about some questions that I pose to you. Basically, you will work together to solve problems. And there, I hope you will learn from each other. It's pretty much like a, like a coffee shop situation where you hang out with only several people who are, I think, your peers. And then everyone is equal, so you can share each other's opinions there. But of course, at the end of this discussion, you will have to eventually report to the big group to tell us all the results of that discussion. And the third type of learning will be, I will want you to sit on your own, trying to reflect on what you have read, what you have heard from me, or what you have found from your friends, or what you came up with when you were doing all this. I want you to reflect on that experience and write it down so that it will be your own reflection, something that you take away from everything that you read, you listen to, or you engage with. It's going to be like a cave situation in which you are all alone trying to reflect on what you have done. And the last one will be a group project where you will be working with your peers to create something to further your appreciation by creating something out of the things that you read. Okay, now quizzes as usual. There will be at least 5 small quizzes in this course. And from the 5 small quizzes, I will take 3 only, the best 3 to include on MacIce, on our information system. And it means I will only post the small quiz grades at the end of the course, after I see which ones of these are the best. And for the big quizzes, we have 4 here, as you can see. The first one is written tests. It will be done somewhere around week 5, which will cover the theories of popular literature and romance and detective novel. So that's the written test. The second one will be a critique essay big quiz, in which you will have to write a critique based on works that you have read. Here, I will be giving you some sort of introduction on how to write a critique essay. And by a critique essay here, I mean an essay that is quite short in size, probably around 2 to 4 pages. Less than 2 will be too short, more than 4 will be, well, okay, but it's better for you to do it between 2 and 4 pages. And the third thing will be I call it the Hello Guys thingy, which is actually like a video of you and a friend discussing a work. And in it, you will also include some explanation on the theories of popular literature. In other words, you will make a YouTube video to share your excitement about the work, about the things that you like about the work, or things that you can take away from the work. And you will share it to a wider audience without telling them that this is an assignment, okay? I don't want you to say that this is a big quiz 3 assignment for popular literature class. No, I just want you to share what you like, what you think is good, and what you take away from a work. Of course, with some enrichment of theories in it. And hopefully you can spread your excitement about the work with others. And the last one is what I call cave notes. Cave notes here are basically your reflection of things that you will be reading throughout the semester. It's a bi-weekly assignment, okay? However, it's not very long. I want you to only write 1 paragraph of reflection of anything that happens to you in 2 weeks, probably from the presentation that you get from me, the text that you read, or your discussion with your partners. So it will be a bi-weekly submission. You need to submit 1 paragraph of around 100 words I will create a form here so you can submit it. And you do it once in every 2 weeks. So at the end of the semester, you will have 8 paragraphs of notes like this. I will grade your submission for this big quiz based on how many notes you will have submitted at the end of week 15. And I don't actually go into details with checking every single post. What I want you to do with this is trying to reflect and trying to capture what happens to you, what you think is good, and then share it and put it in writing so you can take a look at it sometime in the future. So these are the 4 big quizzes that we have in this course. And final project. Yeah, like what I told you earlier, the last thing about this course that it helps you further your appreciation of popular literature by adapting it into something else. And what are you adapting it into is this. You will be creating a game design document. It's a common document that people create when they start generating ideas for games. And here I will be giving you a template of a GDD that I got from some well-credible sources that you can use as a starting point, okay? What will be the focus of this GDD is first, how you summarize the novel into a game experience, first of all. So you need to be able to summarize the novel to show the main parts of the novel that can interest people. And then second, you will be describing the characters that will be needed in the game and explain to anyone who will read this game design document what the characteristic of each character that you will show in the game, or what the quality or the qualities of these characters. And there you will also have to prepare the world building of the game based on the novel that you will have read by then. And the last thing about this is that you will also have to explain, not the last thing, the 4th thing about this game, about this assignment is that you will have to explain the gameplay, okay? How the game will happen. And of course, that is based on the novel that you will have read by then. And finally, you will also have to explain why this game is good and what the reward and challenge of this game are, because those are what make people play games, and that's what make people enjoy the game. If you are very kind, you can also add the kind of audience of the game, or how long the game it will take, or some details. I don't want you to go into creating the assets, creating the animation or the graphics, the visual elements. No, I don't want you to do that. That will be for somebody who is talented in drawing. But if you can, of course, you can do that. But for this assignment, please focus on the narrative elements only. And also, I don't want you to go into details with the mechanics. Let the engineers do that. And I want you to focus more on the, again, narrative. If you have any question about this, do ask me, okay? Feel free. And these are the texts that we will be using throughout this semester. Volunteers by Sarah J. Pepper is the romance that we will be reading. Clearwater Journals by Al Rennie is for the detective fiction. A House of Haunted People, it's a collection of short stories, will be used. And these are, and we will not be covering all the short stories, only a few of the short stories. And the last one is the classics that we can find easily online, which is Million Years Picnic. It's the last story of the Martian Chronicles by Ray Bradbury. And there will be a lot of, not a lot, some theory texts that you'll also have to be reading throughout the semester to give you some theoretical fundamentals, okay? I guess that's all for this class. I hope it explains what I want you all to know for this semester to go well. And if you have more questions, you may send me an email or comment here below. Okay, guys, I guess that's all. Thank you very much. And now let us go to our other assignments. Bye.